What's going on, guys? Casey Flower here.
And Chris Park.
And today we are at Boston Logan International, and we're going to be flying a JetBlue Airbus A321 from here on over to Seattle in their JetBlue Mint business class product.
And then from there we are going somewhere very exciting, which you will find out.
You'll find that out next week. You'll find that out next week. But yeah, we're both have window seats, lie flat seats. It's going to be my first lie flat seat on a narrow body, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. And yeah, we board in about 20 minutes.
So I guess let's get going.
Since Chris and I were staying somewhere for a whole week, we were carrying heavy bags and we ended up checking them. The good news was that since we were flying Mint, we got 2 checked bags for free. Shortly after, we made it through TSA down to gate C19 with a great window view onto the ramp. Fortunately, we got here almost 3 whole hours before our boarding time, so we had to take advantage of these great window views and did some terminal spotting. We saw several Delta wide bodies as well as a snazzy little BBJ 737 coming all the way from Shannon, Ireland. It wasn't long until the aircraft that would be taking us to Seattle arrived at our gate. November 929 Juliet Bravo was delivered brand new to JetBlue back on April 17th of 2014. A few more planes went by, and then the Mint and Mosaic passengers lined up, and then it was time to actually board.
Alright. Gate scan complete. Now we're heading towards our Mint first class seats. Time to get Minty fresh.
What's going on, guys?
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
That's good. How are you?
Look at that, you got an airplane shirt and everything.
Fly it like you stole it.
Oh, nice.
It's that one, yeah.
Hey, you want to sit up here and I'll take your picture?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
How's it from looking down to Seattle tonight?
5 hours and 26 minutes. And we're starting out at 30,000 feet, then climbing to 34,000 feet about 3 hours into the flight. And we're going over the, well, here, you know what? I'll show you. We're going to go over southern Vermont, upstate New York. We'll go north of Lake Ontario and Erie. We'll go over northern Lake Michigan, just south of the Upper Peninsula and south of Lake Superior, across Minnesota, North Dakota, Montana, Idaho, and on into Seattle.
Flying via Glaucia 1 tonight?
Pardon?
Flying via Glaucia 1 arrival tonight?
Yes.
Nice, yeah.
Over Mullen Pass.
Yes, nice.
Are you a pilot?
I'm a student pilot, yeah.
Are you?
I'm going to St. Louis Park School of Aviation next year for college.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Where are you flying out of here?
Hanscom.
Okay.
Hanscom, yeah.
Which flight school?
East Coast there. East Coast Air Academy, yeah.
I used to be a flight instructor in the 80s for Goulian.
Nice, really? Cool.
Man himself.
Yep.
Okay.
Michael Goulian, yeah.
I worked for his dad.
Good.
Awesome.
Same thing.
Are you also a pilot?
What's that? Well, I can't because of the medication.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
Were you over at Westfield?
No.
It was before he moved over to Westfield then.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this was in
Nice.
the 80s. He was out of the Civil Air Terminal. Myron Goulian. Yeah. Have you soloed yet?
Almost there.
Cool.
What did you guys go to flight school?
Where?
Yeah.
I went to a little school in New Hampshire called Hawthorne College.
Nice.
Halfway between Keene and Concord. Where'd you go?
Is that right?
You
Westfield.
went to Westfield.
Yeah.
Was Steve Hayden there?
I don't know. Karis Air? Remember them?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Nice. Is that where you got a majority of your hours?
I don't know about you. I did. What did I did like 2,000 hours of flight instruction there. Then I worked for a regional. Then I worked for TWA. Then I came here.
Oh, that's how I TWA.
It was awesome.
Nice. What'd you fly with them?
Everything except the 747.
Respectfully. Yeah. Which one's your favorite?
I think the 1011.
Gotta respect that. Nice. What are your names?
My name's Ian.
Ian?
Andrew.
Andrew, nice. I'm Raleigh and that's Chris.
Nice to meet you
Yeah.
guys. So what do you have for favorite airplanes?
For commercial airliners, I like the Shark A350. And then for private jets, the G650.
Wow, you have good taste.
Die Hard 787 fan right here.
Really?
Die Hard 787. After another visit to the office in the sky, we made our way back to seats 5A and F. As soon as I got to my seat, there was an amenity kit for the flight as well as a bag with a pillow and blanket. More on the amenity kit later on. The seat controls are very conveniently placed with a touchscreen feature. It required a grip a little on the firm side, but it got the job done pretty efficiently. The control panel includes the buttons for the recline position. As expected, it goes from upright to bed. However, I spent most of the flight in the relaxed position. Buttons for the lumbar position and how big the hump gets. And you also have the option to have it give you a back massage. But as nice as that sounds, I honestly didn't find it very comfortable though. It was just an awkward hump in the seat that's moving around. You also have controls for the lug rest and how high or low it gets. You can also adjust the cushion height behind you. You get a spotlight that you can move around. A complimentary bottle of water. And a universal power outlet with a headphone jack. At your side, you get a net for storing your phone as it charges. You also get a bigger storage area under the IFE, which I will get into in a little bit.
We're almost ready to push back and get underway for Seattle. When we take off, it's going to be a 5-hour and 26-minute flight. That's from takeoff to landing. The weather in Seattle is partly cloudy right now and a temperature of 61 degrees. If Karen, your number 3 flight attendant looks familiar to you, there's a very good reason for that. She starred in the television commercials JetBlue ran on television a couple years ago. She was the flight attendant on the right wing with a hula hoop, and yes, she's available for autographs. Welcome on board.
One of the flight attendants then came through offering a pre-departure drink. I confidently ordered a Diet Coke and a Diet Pepsi I received. She then handed me a menu for the in-flight meal service. And after pushback before anybody knew it, we were on our way to runway 04 left. Toga, SRS, runway nav, Ecam Blue, power set. V1, VR, V2. Positive rate, gear up.
Day
After takeoff, I was given a complimentary headset for the IFE. Unfortunately, since it was free, I had to give it back to the crew before landing. It was then time for the in-flight dinner service. I went ahead and ordered the roasted chicken. How about the roasted chicken? And another soft drink to be my beverage for the meal. Here's a menu with the options. Feel free to pause the video to look at the menu at your own pace. There's also an alcohol menu, but I didn't bother with that for now. But it was there for those who are interested. I'll show you that, and you can pause the video if you like. The meal started with my drink arriving, as well as a bowl of breadsticks for an appetizer. A little while later, I received the main dish while watching a quality film I haven't seen in quite a minute. The tray table folds down from the seat side and really only big enough to eat and only eat. I took my chicken and Pepsi, and I enjoyed the views out the window as well as the crazy rich Asians on the IFE.
Appa, can we go trampoline?
You haven't finished your nuggets yet, sweetie. Okay, there's a lot of children starving in America, right? I mean, take a look at her. She's American, huh? Really skinny. You want to look like that?
No.
Then eat your nuggets!
After dinner, the flight attendant came around the dessert, and it was a total surprise. In fact, it was such a surprise that I wasn't able to see it coming to film it, but thanks to my picky eating, I had to decline it. Unlike mine, Chris's aisle seat was actually empty during this flight, so I went ahead and sat next to him for a little bit and gave him the spotlight for the IFE and the Amenity Kit review.
Alright, so we're going to go over the IFE here. So this is the home screen. We've got DirecTV, Sirius XM where you can listen to music, a selection of movies. Got a bunch of new releases here. Action movies. Back home. Configure your trip. Time of arrival, time of origin, altitude, speed. Different shows you can watch. It's not the most responsive, but then JetBlue Experience, even more space, Mint. Brightness. So this is the remote. This controls the IFE. So you've got this left arrow button. Say I want to watch some TV. You've got a selection of shows, all sorts of different channels. Say I want to watch commentary, classic. And then once you're done, you've got this back arrow button, or if you want to switch channels. I believe this takes you to the map. This top right button takes you to the map, or looks like we're over to North Dakota right now. About halfway. Back again. You got your play and pause button, stop, fast forward, rewind, volume up, volume down, closed captions, home, and that's it.
In a quick addition to the IFA, you can listen to the live Sirius XM as you watch a moving map. There is a radio tab feature where you can scroll through different stations as well as a live ATC. However, you can only hear communications between only our flight in order to have control. On the next page, there is a tab on how to access the free Wi-Fi network, a tab on the JetBlue loyalty program, info on the JetBlue vacations, as well as a tab on the mobile app.
So this is the Amenity Kit. It's unlike any other amenity kit I've ever seen. So we're going to open it up here. Alright, so first, I don't know what that was. We've got this 3-pack of coconut oil, which you can use as like a moisturizer. Let's see what's next. Vital proteins. There's cough drops, honey drops. Something that caught my eye in the beginning, this lotion, this mist. Socks. And I think this is a face mask. Nope. There's some piece of paper. I think there's one more. Nope, that's it.
Just a few feet behind us was JetBlue's iconic mint pantry. They have drawers of snacks on the left-hand side, ranging from Cheez-Its, to nuts, to chips, and to cookies. There are drinks in the cabinet to their left, ranging from water to juices to your everyday Pepsi products. Some other passengers from the core cabin came to the pantry to join us, and we formed a little party in the pantry.
Yeah. Plane surfing. Plane surfing. Look at that. Yeah. Surfing and surfing. What looks good to you guys? What looks good to you guys?
What was that?
What looks good to you guys in the pantry?
Oh, well, looks good. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a beverage.
There you go. Yeah. I mean, they're free, so there you go. Yeah.
Just then, the sun was beginning to set over western Montana. As we made our way into Idaho and into eastern Washington, and the sun set, I listened to Lady Gaga's Hold My Hand from the new Top Gun Maverick movie on repeat. I'm going to now use this time on the descent to rate and reflect on this experience using my Raleigh rating scale. I'm going to give the service on this flight an 8 out of 10. The pilots were hilarious. They were really enjoyed chatting with Chris and I as we were both visiting their office in the sky. JetBlue pilots seem to never let down with the cockpit conversations. The flight attendants took great care of us in the mint cabin. The one thing I am penalizing them for is that they didn't check on us that frequently throughout the flight, only when there was a service. I've had business class flights where they would check on us at least every half hour. I will also remark that they took away our headsets on final descent as we weren't able to keep them. The Wi-Fi, I'm giving a 10 out of 10. I was able to do the basics like check social media, check our flight, text, and even stream YouTube, all for the price of absolutely nothing. The cleanliness was a 9.5 out of 10. The cabin was fine, the windows just had a few minor smudges on it, making it really awkward to get some shots out the window sometimes. I'm gonna give the food a 10 out of 10. It got the job done, it really wasn't enough, but I feel like I probably would have asked for more if I wanted to. The meal passed my picky food taste test, so then it's a 10 out of 10 in my book. I'm gonna give the entertainment an 8 out of 10. Having free Wi-Fi for scrolling through the internet was amazing. The movie selection was a bit lousy. I've seen a lot better on other IFEs, but the sunset over the Cascades welcoming me back to the West Coast was a great way to end the flight. The seat gets a 9.8 out of 10. I had absolutely no idea where to begin with it when I sat down. It was everything you'd expect from a normal business class seat, both domestic or long haul, and this isn't even the Mint Studio. The one thing I will remark is that I wish there was a spot to plug in near the window, but other than that, it was perfectly fine. So the overall Raleigh rating for this flight is an 8.5 out of 10. Is it worth the $568 I paid for it? Yep, absolutely. We're down. The final present from the crew is a departing gift consisting of chocolate almonds as well as a farewell card. When we got on the ground, we were 30 whole minutes early, so we ended up waiting on the taxiway waiting for our gate to open up, but soon enough, we were on our way to our gate in the S-gates. Alright, here we are at our hotel here in Seattle after our JetBlue Mint flight. Chris, what do you think of that Mint flight?
Minty fresh.
Minty fresh, minty fresh. My first business class flight on a narrow body with lie flat seats, very nice. And both of our first flight with JetBlue's Mint business class. For first impressions, I thought it was pretty nice. And yeah. And like I said, that wasn't even Mint Studio. That was the lower class Mint. But yeah, here we are in Seattle. We can check off JetBlue Mint off the bucket list. And in our next trip report, we're going to be going somewhere where both him and I have never been before. And it's going to be a surprise for you guys on YouTube. I know what it is. You guys don't. You're just going to have to wait until next week to see. So anyway, I look forward to seeing you guys then. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Chris, look, what are you most looking forward to about trying out Mint?
The fact that it's the only domestic first class I haven't tried yet.
Would you guys believe me if that was a Team USA livery behind me? Alright, here we are at the hotel here in...